Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. It's nice to see the press actually participate in some truth that's being spread around the Capitol, because many times we've got a lot of rhetoric and misinformation that gets spread. I really appreciate Matt Gaetz and Elise Stefanik introducing this legislation so that we can get on the record the people that support President Trump, that understand and are willing to declare that there was not an insurrection that took place on January 6th. I was here. Many of my colleagues were here. And so we do witness and know that it was not an insurrection. President Trump did not engage in an insurrection on January 6th, as shown by multiple courts which have already dismissed these bogus charges. This is nothing more than election interference. It is on full display. And we would appreciate if the media would just start coming forward and admitting to that. It should be just as easy for Congress to pass this resolution as it is for the courts to dismiss those cases. Or, as I like to say, if we were trying to pass a resolution to spend another several $billion to help, say, Ukraine, maybe then we could get everybody in Congress lined up to support the resolution, because those seem to go through pretty fast. So let's get everybody on this now so that we can put out in the public sphere that Congress does recognize that there was not an insurrection that took place on January 6th, just as the courts have already put in the record. Whether the charges were brought in Michigan or Minnesota, they've been dismissed. I look forward to the Supreme Court doing the exact same thing and vindicating our president so we can be on with this removal of him from different ballots. I've stood with President Trump since the beginning, including when I voted against the electors on January the 6th, after numerous credible allegations of election fraud were shared with us, after numerous allegations of state officials changing the election process without legislative approval. Those are the facts, folks. Those are the facts. And the Electors Act gave us the ability, gave us the directive to refuse to accept those electors if we didn't feel that they were properly awarded. And so myself, and I would say everyone here that's not a freshman, voted against the electors from Arizona. That's correct. And we voted against the electors from Pennsylvania. That's correct, because that information and those facts were there. And the facts, again, will come clear. And as I always say, the truth isn't always pretty, but it is always the truth. The truth will prevail. It will be shown that President Trump did not cause this insurrection. And then once again, we can eliminate this election interference that has been conducted upon him for so long. I appreciate your time, and I would like to introduce my good friend from Missouri, Representative Eric Burleson.